What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Tony Bellew. Tommy Fury, get this. Tony Bellew blasts Tommy Fury for his recent call out to KSI after victory KSI from his last fight. And he had this to say about Tommy Fury. He said, based on what Tommy Fury, what we've seen him do, who we've seen him call out, he has no interest in advancing in real boxing. He only wants to fight KSI and other fighters, or should I say YouTube guys like that. He doesn't want to take the sport seriously, and he's using boxing as a bank job. Let me counterpunch. I couldn't agree more with Tony Bellew. And you have to take into account Tony Bellew is a real fighter that's actually done real things in his career, and he took real challenges, okay? He's been upset. He's upset people. But what he's done was he's made his name legitimate as a true boxer, whereas Tommy Fury was nowhere near that level. He was a novice fighter at best, even though he has an undefeated record, but it just shows you the competition that he was up against. And what he decided to do, instead of grinding it out like any other novice fighter that wants to be or wants to make a name for himself. You know, after all, Tommy is a Fury. And I think what he's doing based on his skill set, he's picking the guys that he can beat. Counterpunch. I mean, you don't see him calling out anybody else now. You went from Jake Paul, now from Jake Paul to KSI. These guys are not real boxers. You know, and I think Tommy Fury's looking at the money aspect of it. You know, he's seen his brother fight in the WWF, right, and make millions of dollars doing that. And, you know, of course, himself has been on a reality television show. So I think for him, it's all about entertainment versus the school of hard knocks. Okay. So I think that's the platform that Tommy Fury intends to lay, and just using boxing as the platform, you know, using that as the tool to get where he wants. Now, had he called out other fighters, let him fight Hasim Rahman Jr. That would be a good fight. That would be worth seeing. You know, it's a lot of legitimate fighters out there, you know, and I think that Tommy Fury's after the money because I think he's seen firsthand how you can just skate through boxing without fighting any true legitimate competition. Now, since this YouTube league has came about, Tommy Fury thinks that, you know what, maybe I have enough to deal with them. But then again, maybe not, because one thing I love about cherry picks, they can also go wrong. Okay, so you better make sure you're a damn good cherry picker, because if you're not, you know, somebody like Jake Paul knocks you out cold, then you'll be in that platform of having to change your name. Yeah. Because Tommy Fury, I think he thought about that fight, you know, and he couldn't get over whatever. We don't know the truth behind it, but, you know, that fight should be revisited. In fact, it probably will be once Tommy Fury fights someone legitimate. And Tommy, I think he's trying to make his stamp in that particular league of YouTubers because he knows he lacks that boxing ability like most of the Furies, i.e. his brother, i.e. Huey, his cousin. So I think those guys are actually paving the way, or pave the way in their own rights. And Tommy Fury may not think that he has the type of boxing ability to live up to the standards. That's why he's not calling out other fighters. I mean, real fighters. So it makes sense. So a guy like Tony Bellew, you know, he should see Tommy and cringe, because it's like, yo, you're my size. You're supposed to be representing the Furies. You're that second coming, supposedly. Not this shit. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tony Bellew blasting Tommy Fury for his choice of call outs. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.